tips on body language. Bess, good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you. I need to use my hands. Could I just project?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Could I stand here so people could see?
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, so what, in fact, I'll join you. So okay. So what we're interested in, and again, the whole point is that you're not going to become a body language expert in the few minutes we have to talk about this, but what you may come up with is some quick tips on when you meet someone. My whole thing is that unless you really are a body language expert and you've studied the person for some time, you really are not going to get in depth with them. And all you might really do is hurt yourself if you start perceiving that they're saying things that they really aren't. And that was one of the things when body language first came out is, oh yes, well the person is standing in a particular way, or if they do this, they're closed. But what they didn't say is they might be standing in their air conditioning vent, freezing to death. Okay. Or they may have a stomach ache, or maybe they're just trying to hide Christmas. So there's a variety of things, and so you can't read too much into some of these things. Okay, so if I am seeing you for the first time, what are you going to look for?
Well, the two most top, everybody hear me okay?
I'll help you.
Two top things are eyes and handshakes. So, yeah, we'll let you know. Okay, so eye contact. We know that eyes are the windows to the soul, and direct contact not only builds but also shows confidence. And if the person's looking up, they're probably thinking. If they're looking down, they could be avoiding or hiding. And if the person's smiling but their eyes are not, believe the eyes. If you shake hands with somebody, you're twice as likely to be remembered. And we want, ideally, a balance, not too strong and not too weak. And if the hand's like this, it shows dominance. If it's extended like this, it's too submissive. So ideally, is straight ahead. Touch. If you touch someone, they're more likely to be willing to help you. If you want to be believed, touch their forearm. We go into posture a little bit. Is your head on straight and over your shoulders? Or is it forward, leading with the intellect and leaving the heart behind, which could be a pain in the neck? With the spine, is your posture upright and open and confident, or is it spineless? Leaning back is poor self-esteem. Rounded shoulders, caved in is discouragement. Kind of cocked back is anger ready to be triggered. Shoulders, are they square and shouldering a lot of responsibility, or are they sloped and not able to shoulder any? And as Jean said, if the arms are closed, it could be disapproval or protection, or the person might even be called cold.
What would be the one thing? Okay, there's a lot of stuff. You just gave us a lot of stuff. Okay. One thing. I'm big on, the longer I go, the less I know. Okay. And less I can remember. So that's why I try to make things very simple. The one thing that we can all take out of here today, that if you're going to meet somebody at a networking meeting, and the first thing you might look at that's really going to be the top one or two really biggies that you can kind of get a little bit of an edge.
Okay, well, do they look directly at me, and is their handshake connecting and warm and confident?
Okay, very good. Very good. So those are the two. So the eyes, again, are the windows, okay, and then the handshake, and then the posture.
Right. The killer.
Yeah, give me the killer.
Okay. Okay, two things that you may not have heard before. Okay, if somebody is very dominating and intimidating to you, stare at their forehead. They'll back down.
That's good.
Another one, if they're kind of, scratching or rubbing their neck, pulling at their collar, they might be uncomfortable because they might be hot because they might not be telling the truth.